What up, farm? Today is Monday, I don't know, whatever, something in October. We just been through the slasher, sharpened the blades, give it all a grease. We're just about to fill the tractor up with fuel, and then we'll head up to the paddock and start cutting hay. We had 3.4 mils of rain overnight, which is great. Yeah, hopefully we'll find a bit of hay to cut. Here we go. Pulling some hay. It's been a few years since I've done this. All seems to be going alright though. Seems to be a bit there, which is good. This is some good hay. Oh, like, there's a lot of bulk there. Back there at those curves, there's a lot of bulk there. It's pretty thick here. These poor old tractors getting a bit hot. Poor thing. Wow, clever kids. Tractor was running a bit hot, so we're just blowing the radiator out. Hopefully that'll help it out. Ah, bugger. Hit that fence post. It got stuck the other side of this wheel. And it's bent all that a bit. Bent this. Wrecked the fence. Bugger. Alright, here's the side trailer. We've just pumped it up. Pumped the tyre up with air. Dad's gonna unhook the air compressor and we're gonna back in here and see if we can pull it out. I reckon it might be a bit of a task. Right to go. She's moving. We have movement. We nearly made it. We're just gonna hit this. Oh! We just hit that hole. So we're just gonna try and push the pull that way. We've made it out. Look at that. She's out. She tows a fair way up the side there. I don't know if you can see. We opened the door underneath and there's some lupins coming out. They're pretty rotten. Oh, you got that tree. Well, there's all the rotten lupins out. How does it look in there, Alex? You could not eat your dinner off there. It's clean-er. I feel better about sending it to someone else. Oh, there's still some down there. Anyway, there's a few holes in the bottom. Still stinks like a rotten grain. A few rust holes, but they'll be able to sort them out. Right, so I just did a little bit more on the windrow front. Dad's been cutting some hay. This is our hay paddock. It's got a self-sown barley from last year and some vetch. We spread some vetch on here and then there was some leftover vetch from the paddock behind us that we ran out in here, and it's thick. Those are some good looking rows. That old slasher has done a lot of hay seasons, but gee, it does a good job. There's not a lot left there. And this is some thick hay. We're milky dough on the barley, We're just about there. This vetch hasn't potted yet. This is RM4, but oh yeah, you can see some buoyants and clover there too. Out here a bit, it's a bit thinner, but still plenty of clover. Out here a bit we get to some Resina vetch, which is a bit earlier. It's got some pods on it, so that'll take a while to dry down. But yes, I think all in all there'll be plenty of hay here. Would have been nice to keep a bit more of this barley in the header. Might have to try a bit harder at that this year. Gee, that's a good row of hay. Look at that. Clover, barley, vetch. Very good. Alright, we just got them. Oh, your phone. Yep. Here you go. We just started the nitro. We're going to move it over the other side of the truck there and fix the VCM that died the other day. Right, we got the sprayer out here. We're just taking this VCM that's causing issues off. We're going to put the new one on. What do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, we fixed it, didn't we? They're all working now.
Yeah. Mine had.
That's good. Look at you driving Papa's mower.
Blocking my nose.
Something's blocking your nose. That's not good.
It must be bigger bugger blocking it.
Maybe.
No,
Jetty and I have just pulled the pickup front out of the shed. We're gonna go spraying in a while, but we've got someone coming to pick up the side trailer at 10, so we got to fill in the time till then. And this is a good job to fill in that time. Looks like we got retractable finger guide to do there. Couple of retractable fingers there. Sounds a bit clunky in there. Another guide. Oh, another guide there. Yeah, another one there. Oh, that's back to the start. Shouldn't be too bad. We haven't got very much canola, so it should be fairly easy. There goes the trailer. I quizzed Dad about it yesterday, and he reckoned it's probably over 40 years since it's been used. That's a fair while. We're just waiting for Dad to come. We dug up a bean plant and had a look. Have a look at all those nitrogen nodules. That is stacked. And those beans are looking good too. There we go, ready for a test. Just had a couple of fellas from Tatiara Seeds drop in and drop off a hat and a mug and a notepad and a pen. And Jetty and Alex got a beanie. What do you think? You like it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Righto, we'll put some hydraulic oil in this and then we'll go spraying. They're looking pretty good out here. Really don't know what they're gonna do. What they're gonna yield, that is. be interesting to see. This is where I did some levelling out, levelled out some crab holes in the lentils. You can see where it's scalped through there. These are nearly looking the best of the whole paddock, which is unbelievable given how much dirt I moved around. Right, we finished this paddock. This is the crab hole paddock. It's very undulating. I'm not looking forward to harvesting these lentils. The best parts, where the lentils are grown the best, is where it's the most undulating and hardest to harvest, and where it's flat is where the lentils have not grown. So I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway, we'll go into the next paddock. It's probably on average a bit better, I'd say. These are looking good across the end of this paddock. Probably got double sown here on the headlands, but yeah, nice and thick in patches. It's a bit thin there, a bit thinner out there. Right, done for tonight. Moon's out and bright. Got a bit later than I expected. That's okay though. It's just insecticide, so won't really matter. We'll spray the wheat with another fungicide tomorrow to just make sure it gets through, and yeah, I'll see you then. Good morning, Wednesday morning. We're just heading up the paddock now to where Dad was cutting the hay. He said last night that the steering was getting really rough and the hydraulics weren't really working. For a while, the pump's sort of been hammering, like juk, 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 juk. And we kind of just were ignoring it, hoping that it would fix itself, but it hasn't. And we were discussing last night what we might do, whether it would be a new hydraulic pump or if we could put a second-hand one on it, or but Dad had a thought last night that we should change the filter first, because he's never changed it in the, well, I don't know, 30 years that he's had the tractor. So I'm gonna whiz up there and see if I can find what number filter it is. Well, I'm guessing that is the filter there. Not sure. I'll ask ChatGPT and see where the compliance plate is, the serial number, because I want that to try and find it too. There's the serial number, and that thing that we were looking at was the transmission and hydraulic filter. It's looking pretty good out here. There's gonna be a bit of hay there, I reckon. All right, filled up, ready to go. Here's our wheat. Oh. It's looking unreal. Absolutely unreal. Be interesting to see. Look at that. It's amazing. That is amazing. It's huge. Be really interesting to see what it comes to, because I think we might have had the last of the rain that we're going to get. I pray that that's not the case, but that's what the forecast is saying. Look at that. Thick, big heads, finished flowering. She's ready to go. Very proud of the efforts here and the result. This is a perfect case for the crop dividers. They'll do a great job in this. This is unreal. Unreal. I'm just so So thankful to have a crop like this. So blessed. Just, I'm gonna enter it in the Kaniva crop competition. I don't know whether you call it light soil, like it's fairly sort of sand over clay stuff, so maybe you call it that, but we'll see. Right, we finished the spraying, now we're going to get that filter off. Yeah, well, I think that filter was the issue. It's moving fast and smooth. I think that was it. That's good, easy fix. Got some escapee sheep that are in the beans. Dad's gonna try and push those ones up to the fence up there. I'm gonna walk and see if I can push these ones up. This is a decent bean crop for, in patches, maybe. They're looking good though. Few weeds, but should be plenty of beans. Come on, out you go. Good spot here. This part in here is not too good. I'd say that would be compaction. We usually have our bins along here. The truck comes in and turns around. I'd say that would be the issue. Well, if nothing else, getting a good look at my crop. There's going to be some beans here. How delightful. Just having a look at Dad's RM4 Vetch here. As you can see, there's a lot of medic in there, cape weed, but the Vetch has just started flowering. This patch up here, it must be a bit acidic because yeah, the Vetch hasn't really done anything on it. The clover hasn't started flowering yet. The Vetch has. The clover hasn't. If we could leave it another week, I reckon we'd get a bit of growth out of the clover and we might be able to cut some hay. My thoughts are that we wouldn't really harvest anything off this part. Just from my experience last year, it sort of didn't come to anything in those patches where it looked thin. Yeah, we'll just have to play it by ear and see how it goes. We're spraying here. I don't know where it is. I think it must be about here or from here that way. I reseeded a second time. The seeder blocked up a heap with a heap of chaff in it. So this side is caliber, this side is some caliber and some scepter. Yeah, not really a whole lot of difference at the moment. Another paddock of wheat here. This is scepter, got some cereal rye in it and some barley by the looks. No, just different coloured cereal rye. This paddock last year was vetch. Now it's gone to wheat. This up here is a sandy area. This quarter of the paddock or third of the paddock. Last year I sprayed it out because it was just cape weed. This part of the paddock I left and sprayed it out later. But I sprayed it out early, this part, to get rid of the cape weed. You can't see it when you're looking back that way. But looking this way, you can see clearly the line that's just there of where it was sprayed out to, and that continues right across to where I sprayed. In the patch that got sprayed earlier last year, it's taller and it's more advanced than what that is. I think it'll probably end up the same, but this just probably came up earlier. It's sandy. Might have germinated when we sowed it on some subsoil moisture. Into this wheat down the back here, and this is the first real moisture stress I've seen. Yeah, it's not looking good here. I mean, still alright, still looking okay, but if you're familiar with wheat plants that are struggling for moisture, they sort of curl up like this, the leaves. Oh shush. They sort of curl up like this around the sides, and yeah, that's what these are doing. Not ideal. Also, probably need to clean out my filters. I'm only going 10 k's an hour, and we're at 90% duty cycle. But when the tank's full, it's fine. So I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, I've only got one more tank to do, which will easy get done today, and then I'll clean it out after that. Just got to go back and fill up, but I thought I'd come back to a dry looking area. See how that leaf sort of curled up a bit? They just look dry. I pulled this head out, and if it focuses there, you'll be able to see that. That grain's half formed, or thereabouts. So it might be dry looking, but it's probably a little bit in front of what the other paddocks were. Those other paddocks over there, they had 40 mils in March, in that big storm that blew down the shed that we pulled that trailer out of earlier in the video. So yeah, that might be what they're sort of surviving on now. I don't think this will be a failure. I think there'll be something here, but yeah, if we don't get any rain, it will be closer to 2 tonne than it will be to 5, I reckon. This capeweed is not helping either. Anywhere where that is a big issue. I yeah, think we might go away from using dicamba in the crop, because that is not good enough. Just told me that valve 1 was not working, and here it is. This stick has pulled it off. Also, have a look at this tree. It's a massive stump. Mum was telling me one day that trees with stumps like that could be like 1,000 years old or something like that. Anyway, hasn't done much growing in 1,000 years. So I sprayed some Nutritia N out here, and this is the difference between it. Interesting. On the last pass of this paddock, the last bit of wheat. One good thing about being not a huge operation is you can get over all of our wheat easily in one day. Anyway, it's good to have a big machine. We can get it done quick. I really don't know what this paddock's going to do. It's a bit up and down all over the place. I think it'll be alright. I think it will be alright. We'll get something for sure. For sure we'll get something. It looks too good to get nothing from it. But just how much it goes, it will be interesting to see, I guess. This patch here was ripped, like the sides of the wheel tracks where it doesn't look as good. That's because it germinated bit poorly and a bit differently. It's probably a year to leave it and not rip it, but I think it still looks good there. It's just a little bit behind. I hope to do a whole lot more ripping in the summer this year. We'll have the ripper all summer and we'll just hook it on and get into it. Now, you'll have to forgive me, I tell a lie. That Utrisha N trial was definitely not there. It's in that paddock, but wasn't on that strip. It was one pass over. There was a definite line along there, so I don't know what that was. It's nothing that I can remember. Yeah, don't really know. Anyway, just waiting for the sprayer to fill up. Got the chemical in, and we can go spraying again. Right, it's Thursday morning. We've got Will Schilling coming to drop off a couple of rams that we bought at his sale, so we weren't actually able to be there. I was going to do some welding on the windrower front, but it's a bit windy and that's not really going to go very well. It's just going to blow all the MIG gas away and not weld properly. So I'm going to wait till it's a bit stiller there, I think. Yeah, I'll come.
Taller than us, Daddy.
It is taller than you.
It's taller than me.
This canola's looking pretty good. I haven't seen it for a while. This is probably the best part. Yeah.
I can see it there, but I can't see through there.
Yeah. So you can see here that these bottom pods are starting to filling quite nicely. Don't know if you can see that. There's pot seeds in there.
Dad, are these canola pods?
They are, you're right.
Can I pick one?
Yep. It's still flowering pretty well down there. This is probably the earliest of it here. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how it goes. It looks pretty good.
A canola pod.
Yeah, here's our canola seeds. Good job for splitting that open and having a look in there. Good one. You're like a little agronomist. I like your new beanies too.
I can do it!
You can!
Dad, can we go that way? Me, here's our canola.
Yeah, but what I was going to show you was the ground. The ground is very dry.
Maybe summer?
Yeah. Very dry, isn't it?
Yeah.
But like it's all green and still growing, and like these pods are filled, so it's gonna come to something.
Dad, can I show them how many?
Yeah, how many's in there? Wow, look at all those seeds. That's good. Whoa, crazy driver. We spent some time cutting some limbs off the trees along this track. It's getting a bit hard to drive a truck along here. It's made a world of a difference. Now we're gonna knock off. It's time for me to do my bass. All right, it's Friday afternoon. This morning I had quite a lengthy meeting with our farm advisor. Dad had the kids, thanks to him. It's very windy, very unpleasant. So I've got some stuff to take over to the fire brigade shed, ready for the meeting on Sunday night. And yeah, then I don't know what we'll do after that. It's not very nice to be outside. Oh, I said I was going to do my bass. Maybe I will do that. Just come to this wheat over at Christie's to have a look at the calibre, and I don't know if you can see there. That's a wheat grain. It's about half formed. It's good news because that plant's still got lots of green, lots of greenery in it, a lot of moisture in it, so it should fill up there. Over there a bit, we've got a line where the scepter starts. It will just be interesting to compare the two. Scepter's a later variety. I envisage that that'll be less advanced than what this caliber is. In a tight finish like this, caliber's going to be better in my opinion, because it will have filled up the seed earlier and run out of moisture later in its maturity than what the scepter will. This is what I was talking about here. You can see that little wheat grain has only just finished flowering. Its anthers are there. Got no idea what I'm talking about, but the scepter is definitely later. Be interesting to see how that affects yield and grain quality and everything, really. I don't know if you can see it by eye, but as I look over there, I can see a lot of the heads that are just yellow on the top. Where was I looking? That one looks a bit yellow on the top. I don't know whether that's the wheat actually cutting back the top out of them and aborting those, or whether that's just how it looks. We'll find out. Alright, it's Friday night. Tomorrow is the Caniva show. I'm just back up here at the Canola. I've entered some grains, and this afternoon while I was looking around, I picked out the wheat, the barley, the beans and the lentils, and I've just got the canola left. So I'm gonna walk around and find a nice tall patch and pick that sample to enter in the show. There's not that much room left in here now. Here's our show team. We got the canola, it's nice and tall. The beans, nice and tall. Lentils with a few pods. Some barley, and then back in there, hiding behind, we've got some caliber wheat. See how we go. I don't expect any wins or second prizes, but you got to be in it to win it, I guess. Canaver show day. The fire truck's here. What do you reckon? Here's the Kaniva show. Got the CFA display and baler, tractors. It's the heartbeat of the community, really. There's plenty, it's just spread over a big area.
What'd you get?
Here's our wheat. We got second place for the bundle of green wheat.
And so's that one. Oh.
No? No beans in there? Right, the truck's back in the shed. That's the end of the day. Thanks for watching. It's been a good one.